Do you guys remember what a rational number is?
1 out of 4 is a rational number.
Okay, so that's it. That is an example of a rational number. But more generally, a rational number. Okay, rational number. Okay. All right. So rational number is any number that can be expressed as essentially a fraction, but make sure your fraction is just integer over integer.
I have a question.
So 1 over 3 is a rational expression. 1 over 4 is a rational expression. So it's not as simple as like terminating decimal.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's actually in terms of decimal, it's terminating and repeating decimals. Okay, repeating decimals are rational numbers.
Wait, what are they called that are just turned?
Okay, so this is not the focus. This is just a recall of, you know, what's related to the rational expression. So we want to talk about manipulating symbols, not numerical values. Okay, rational expressions that we're going to be dealing with is essentially a polynomial divided by another polynomial. Okay, this is a rational expression. Okay, a polynomial is anything that looks like this. I'm going to write something complicated. A0, a1x, a2x squared, a3x cubed. The pattern goes on. Okay, so that's going to be confusing. So let me give you some examples. For example, 1 plus x is a polynomial. Right? This can be 1, and that can be 1. It becomes 1 plus x. Everything else 0.
Oh, like x squared.
Yeah. So basically things that you guys already know of. Linear and quadratic. Right? But it can also be cubic. Like 1 plus x cubed is also a polynomial. Right? Maybe 1 minus 4x squared minus 6x to the power of 5. That's also a polynomial. As long as you have a combination of power function, meaning x to the power of something, and add it to other power functions. Okay, these are all polynomials. Also note that like numbers like 2, just a constant, we also consider that to be a polynomial. So what I'm saying is anything where you have a polynomial divided by a polynomial, that's a rational expression. So here's a full example of a rational expression. Let's say x plus 1 over x minus 1. That's a rational expression. Let's have x squared minus 2x minus 3 and x plus 2 times by x minus 5. That's also a rational expression. Now, this one here, you guys know that if you expand this, it'll look like a polynomial, right? So this is again a polynomial divided by polynomial. Anything that looks like this is a rational expression. So if you're confused about this, that just means any constant, and then this is another constant in front of the x, another constant in front of the x squared, another constant number in front of x cubed.
So they can all be like 2 or 3 or
They can be anything you want it to be. Okay, as long as something with numbers in front of the x squared, x cubed, and these are called power functions, then it's a polynomial. Okay, so we're only going to be dealing with some type of these kind of expressions, not like these super complicated ones. So let me show you the one type of question that we'll be dealing with in grade 11.